Hello everyone and welcome to Makeup Monday, and it is so close to Halloween, everybody. So like a slew of other people on the site, I'm going to be showing you a makeup tutorial for a Halloween costume, which is this. This is my fallen angel look. Now the good thing about this look is it's mostly, with the exception of fake blood, this is basically just makeup and gored up a little bit. You know, there's not a ton of blood. You could, even if you don't have fake blood, you could definitely get away with using an intense liquid lipstick like Illamasqua's Intense Liquid Lipstick or Rimmel London's Show Off in Big Bang, or whatever kind of deep red liquid lipstick or lip gloss that you have. So let's just get started. First of all, if you're wearing this thing all out, I highly recommend using a primer. I'm not going to be using a primer. The one that I have is the Stay Matte Primer, because I'm just taking this off when I'm done. And this is mostly just the makeup. I'm going to do the hair last, which is super simple and super easy. And I'll be showing you the costume for FCA Friday. So for right now, let's get started with this basic look. Again, this is something that anybody can do. There's so many beautiful but really intense tutorials on the site, and I'm using Bare Minerals Bare Skin Pure Brightening Serum Foundation, because when the basic look is an angelic look, you could also use this for pretty much any princess or anything like that. Give it a good shake. But most of the tutorials on the site, they involve all these intricate prosthetics and contact lenses and all kinds of fancy stuff that a lot of us don't have access to or can afford. So I have this on the IT Cosmetics face brush, and we're just going to be putting that on. Just normal foundation routine from here, everybody. You want to cover up pretty much anything that's going to be showing in your costume, which, in case you're wondering, is basically a bloodied white shirt, but I'm going to show you the specific way that I bloodied it for the costume. Now, here we go. I put this on my eyelid for this one because, based on what I'm going for the Fallen Angel look, you can put a primer on your eyes if you so desire, if you feel like you're going to need that, but I think that for the look that I'm going for, we're perfectly fine just doing this basic thing. All right. Now, normally you would sponge this out, but because we're going for a fallen angel, if you wanted to make it look absolutely perfect and pretty for a regular angel, you go ahead and do that. There's a setting powder if you want to do that. This is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. But because this is supposed to be an angelic look, what I'm going for is this. This is Illamasqua's Powdered Metal and Ether, which is interesting because we're going for an ethereal look. So this is just a very, very sparkly, intense yellow powder. And what we're using this for, and I'm going to just tap a brush in here and just putting this all over my face just so that you have a slight glow. But I'm kind of putting it on, as you can see, very patchily, and it's not going to be everywhere. It's going to catch the light in this very interesting and beautiful manner, but I'm not covering every single spot because you're a fallen angel, so you're losing the heavenly aura that an angel would typically have. After that, if you wanted to perfect any spots, I'm going to go ahead and do that because I do have a lot of intense hyperpigmentation. So I'm just taking a concealer. This is the Coastal Scents Concealer Palette, which I absolutely love. And I know I said we don't want to make it look absolutely perfect, but I have some intense stuff, and again, this is going to help kind of take away some of that ethereal glow so that it looks a little bit more patchy. That's why I did the powder before this particular step. You can do whatever you feel you need to do with that. So when we're done, I'm gonna drop my eyeliner. That's what I meant. So once you're done with that, you're going to give yourself that perfect cheek. So I'm using the IT Cosmetics CC Radiance Ombre Blush, and I'm trying to stick just to the top, a little bit lighter pink. So smile, get the apples of your cheeks. Really just adding to that glow. And then to add even more to that glow, I'm going to be using the Glow Away Hard Candy highlighter, which is a very silver highlighter. So take your fingers, clean of course, and bounce that as a normal highlight along your cheekbones. There you are. And just change fingers as you go to different areas along the nose, Cupid's bow, and chin. You may still want to wipe the top of your thing off after using your fingers. Then I'm going to use the bronzing side, changing fingers here, doing the fish face. It's important to change your fingers up here because you have already applied a powder which will get on your cream product. You can use whatever bronzer you want. I just like this one. It's called Bora Bora because it's very sparkly and shiny. I'm just going to take that same brush. I know it has pink on it, but it's not gonna kill it. To blend it out just a little bit more. There we go. And then with a big paddle brush, this is for the eyes. I'm using the Coastal Scent Shimmer palette. And what you want to go for is anything that's kind of a light gold. So I am going for the third color up in the second column if you're looking at it from left to right. That is the third color up, second column. And we're just covering our lid with it. And as your makeup creases, because this is a fallen angel, it'll work out more for your look. Now you don't want to go for anything that's too champagne-y because that looks a little too pure. Again, you are losing your etherealness. With a fluffy brush and a slightly darker brown, just choose any bit more dark brown. This is only to give the eyes a little bit more depth, make them a little more interesting. But if you're interested, I used the last color in the second column going from the right. And it's so hard to... I don't understand how people don't use their different hands to do this. Just blend as you need. Then if you feel the need to, you can take and find a peach or muted color to use as a highlight. I am using the color right below that gold that I used earlier, so it is the second color up. It's a little bit bright, but it'll mute down on your eyes. It won't look that intense once you put it on. It's just one of those colors. I'm gonna do my brows. Because I am doing the angelic kind of look, I'm just going to go for the sparkly browns. If you want to go for more of a matte thing, you do you. And I'm just using the end of an eye brush and applying that in because I find that this is the quickest and most efficient way to get my brows to look nice without going too far, because I don't personally like my brows to look too drawn in. Just me? Maybe. Then I'm going to line the top of my eyes with Stag. Just use any kind of really deep brown. I need my mirror for this part. And I'm trying to make it slightly uneven too. Because I imagine that if you're a fallen angel, that you're back, the battery ran out. So we're applying eyeliner, color is Stag. I don't know why I'm repeating that to you, you just saw that part. But I imagine that the other angels have to tackle you. As a fallen angel, you got banished, you disobeyed the word of whoever. And so they all had to ambush you and forcefully shove you from the heavens. And you hit mountains and trees and everything else on the way down. To brighten up the eyes just a little bit, I'm going with the color Supply, which is a pink copper. There we go. Because I want to have a little bit of depth on the eyes, but I didn't want to use black, especially not with all these golds and browns. At least not until we get to, poked myself. Our lashes. So we're going to curl our lashes, and if you have a brown mascara, that would be ideal, but I do not, and I am certainly not going to buy one just for the sake of 1 to 2 times of using it. If you wish to do that, you do you. But curled the lashes, I'm using Bare Minerals Lash Domination mascara, which is a fiber mascara that I absolutely love. Now here's the thing, at this point, when you're doing your bottom lashes, go ahead and just drag that down to have it hit your face. It's okay that it does. This is the one time when getting the mascara all over the place is just fine. Unfortunately, you could be like me and self-trained to not do that to your upper lashes, but it's okay to do it. And again, you want to do it kind of unevenly. Then once you have that, just start smearing it in a really unflattering way on your face. Not too intensely, just a little bit, kind of giving the effect of crying down your face, as indicated here. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is our lips, which just go for something neutral. If you want to go for something that's more expensive, you can go for NARS's Rikugan or Bettina, Marc Jacobs, what is this? Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Just one of those Your Lips But Better colors. And if you're trying to stay on a budget, go with NYC's Vineyard or Wine and Dine, number 537. Very inexpensive, beautiful color, which has a berry scent to it. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to go ahead and only fixing one side of it, or you can leave it as messy as you want. But we're going for a neutral lip color. I just imagine that the heavenly angels do not have bright pink lips. Just me? That might just be me. Now for the messy, gory part. Not that we haven't already started that, but we don't want to go too intense with the blood and stuff because we still want the angelic part to show through, because otherwise we just look like a bloody person. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, this is Dark Soul, Fallen Angel, Dark Soul, and I'm just going to use the same fluffy brush that I used before, but you can use any sort of a black. I recommend a shimmery black, but use any kind of a black and just start making random scuff and like marks of getting hit, and just drag it up around an area. Have it be darker in some areas. Just drag it down your neck. You could do a little neck contouring like this, just to keep it nice and simple. Don't want to get too much on the brush at once. Make sure you're tapping off because it's easy to go crazy with black. So I'm going to put a little bit more up by my eye, kind of giving the illusion that maybe I was hit in the face during this grab. This casting down from above. Going to go ahead and put a little up above the eyebrow and into the temple. Do the same on the other side, because maybe you were struck with lightning. You know, maybe you have that, you know, struck with lightning thing going on. Because I don't know what you believe in, so I don't know what gods or God you're being struck from. There we are. And again, just varying levels of stuff. Getting a little dirt on the nose, on the side of the nose. And I'm just taking whatever extra is left on the brush, just around the mouth area, smearing the lip stuff just a little bit. Because again, I don't know what your angelic person went through, and you can kind of wipe off wherever it looks like there's just too much. Just go ahead and just, you know, smudge it in a little bit more. Do whatever you need to do there. And then for the blood, there's not too much blood in this look, but what we're gonna go ahead and do is take your blood, and we're gonna have a bloody lip, classic. And what you wanna do to make this look more realistic is have it start in the corner and pull it out into the cracks of your lips and pull it down. And have it really clumping up towards the corner of your mouth where the blood would start. I'm gonna have a little, be careful not to get this stuff in your eye. Go to the corner of your eye and make sort of a triangle, a very messy triangle. Down, get a little bit on the inside. Do the same over here. Just a little bit messy. You could even put a red eyeliner to make it look like you were crying or what have you. And then just have a few little smears of blood elsewhere. Now, that is it for the face. So this is the fallen angel look. Just remember that when you are doing the full costume, make sure that you put some blood and dirt and stuff down your arms, because it doesn't make sense to have your face look this messed up and have nothing going on the rest of your body. So that's that. The hair is a really quick thing, because it doesn't matter how dirty your hair is. The dirtier the better. Just mess it up. That's all you gotta do. Just start doing that. Just mess the hair up. And you could have like a bent halo if you wanted to. I would imagine that those things would get ripped from you, like your wings. So there is that. So you could do a very simple, that could also be like a very simple zombie look or a beaten bride, but I call it for the fallen angel. And in real life, it looks a lot more shiny and a lot more sparkly than I think it's coming off on the camera. So just keep that in mind. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you for the costume on FCA Friday. Happy Halloween!